Happy Wednesday, everybody. Welcome back to Reality Water Cooler. I am Sarah from Texas, and this is our place to chat all the latest celebrity news, reality TV, all the things. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Y'all, when I tell you it is like 50 or 60, it's probably like 60 degrees and pure sun. Like I am looking out the window. I don't even see a cloud. It's all blue. I love it, love it, love it, love it so much. Anyways, welcome, welcome, welcome. I don't see anyone that's on yet. I wonder if something's messed up with the link. Let me think. Nobody's ever not on yet. So I just want to make sure everything is going okay. Let me see. Technology, technology. It says 12 are waiting to get in. I don't know what's going on. Oh, the comments are now coming up. Am I on? What is going on? There's a bunch of comments on the whatever, but not showing up here. Anyways, okay, it says I'm live, so everything should be good. Give me a thumbs up if you are joining, if everything looks and acts normal. Okay, Louise says I'm in and I see you. Okay, hey, Louise, shout out. Other people were there, and I'm like, why aren't y'all commenting? Like, where are all the comments today? Anyways, if you are new, welcome, welcome, welcome. Please type in comments. Get comfortable with the questions, with what you think. This is a safe place to have different opinions. Just don't be rude about it, right? Nobody needs to be super rude. Nobody needs to attack anybody. Nobody needs to let politics get involved. We are here to chat fun celebrity news and reality TV shows and anything and everything else that we like, right? So anyways, okay. Not much going on. Everything is kind of quiet, but Nene Leakes, it was announced yesterday on TMZ, and then Andy Cohen verified it this morning on Andy Cohen Live that she is going to be on Real Housewives of Ultimate Girls Trip, which is not the same girls trips that we've seen the couple of times before. It says the January 16th on your reality cooler. Oh gosh, did I go live on the wrong date? That would be why there's a mess up. Oh gosh, hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, am I live on the 16th when that one says the 14th? Oh gosh. Shit. No, it says I'm live. I don't know what to do. It says today is the 14th. Oh my gosh, I'm so confused. Anyways, oh, shoot. I don't know. It says I'm live. Oh, not live, Sarah. What the heck is going on? It says I'm live. Yeah, but that says January. Oh my God, I'm so confused. You are live, but just on the date, it says the 16th. Okay. I don't know what's going on. What did I do? I can't tell because it doesn't look any different to me there. Check. It says the 16th. Yeah, people not find it. Okay, geez, the freaking wheeze. Looks like I clicked on the wrong live. Like I'm on the 16th, which is Friday. But whenever I go to the 14th, it says today. Anyways, it says 9 are waiting. I don't know what I should do. Let me end this and shit. I don't know what to do. Is it going to mess it up? Okay, I'm just going to stay on it. I do not know what to do. Oh my gosh. Okay, it looks like 28 are on, so at least some people found it, but everybody else is probably over there sitting on the 14th, which is understandable because it is January 14th. It's just on my YouTube. It doesn't look any different, so I really can't tell what's going on. Anyways, okay, 34 now. Some of y'all are finding it. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Anyways, okay, so Nene Leakes is confirmed. She will be on Ultimate Girls Trip, which is really going to be a road trip. So it is going to be said tonight live on Watch What Happens Live. So on Wednesdays, Watch What Happens Live, all 7 or 8 of the full-time cast is going to be announced for Ultimate Girls Trip. But then he said later, like 60 different housewives. So I think they're going to go old school. They are going to go way back. if they don't bring Lori back from Real Housewives of Orange County season 1, literally, I'm gonna be so upset because you know what? She eventually married some super rich dude. Can I go to the 14th and check it? I'll go look. Thank you, Cecile. I would really Michelle's popped up like normal. I know. I don't know what's going on. I'll figure it out. Anyways, thank y'all. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button. So Nene Leakes is apparently going to make like an appearance. I think what's going to happen is they're going to go from town to town. Even John Hill asked, are they going in an RV? Are they going in a plane? Are they going in a VW bus? And Andy was like, that's not any matter of you. And I'm like, yeah, he's a fan. Like he wants to know, like we all want to know, but it doesn't sound like they're going to tell us yet. Andy did say they've been doing lots of meetings about it and talking. He's very excited about it. So, just seeing 60 different housewives. I mean, if they can forgive the fact that Nene Leakes was suing Bravo and production and all of that for racism and something else, if they can forgive all of that and then settle that lawsuit and then use her again, crazy. Okay, I'm going to comment on the 14th that we're on the 16th, I guess. I don't know how else to do that. Don't know how else to do that. If anyone can go do that, I would very much appreciate it. Yeah, if anyone could do that, I would appreciate it because 8 are over there waiting on the 14th, which is understandable because today is the 14th. Anywho, okay. I'm excited though. I'm excited to see 60 of them. I still do not understand why that ultimate girls trip with whatever the nonsense was that happened between Brandi Glanville and Caroline Manzo. Why can't they just cut that out? I mean, was it the whole scene? Was it the whole week? I mean, I don't understand why they can't just cut that out and show it to us. Like, just because that is that even still in a lawsuit? Does anybody know? Is Caroline Manzo still suing them? You know what I mean? It's crazy. Oh, forgiveness is good, she says. We need more of it. I mean, forgiveness is good, but I don't know. Not really the lawsuit of it all. I'm just not really even sure what she has going on in her life. Like, she hasn't stayed in the news in the last couple of years. Like, even Bethany Frankel, she is alive and well. Now, I do follow her on Instagram. I think she blocked me again on TikTok for some reason. Whatever. I'm like, girl, don't block me. Like, I talk about you. I talk good stuff about you. I'm honest about you. But no matter what, I talk about you. So you should not block me. So unblock me, Bethany Frankel. From TikTok. Okay. Nothing else really going on. Andy Cohen is still stressing over his son Ben's upcoming birthday party. He'll be 7 years old. Like, I remember watching Watch What Happens Live when Andy Cohen, just so cool and calm and excited though, like said over to the housewives that he had on that day. And he was like, hey, just so y'all know, I think he said about 6 weeks. I can't remember the time right now. He's like, but I'm going to be a dad. And he was so excited. They ended up hosting a fantastic baby shower for Andy Cohen. Now he has baby Lucy, who's like 3.5, who acts like a kitty cat all the time and apparently licks her paws. It's crazy. Louise says, I follow Caroline Manzo. She seems to be doing well. She has a couple of grandkids. Yeah. I don't have Verizon though. It says it looks like you originally checked in on the 14th, but somehow switched over to the 16th. Yeah, I wonder if something happened with the software that I use. Anyways, I wouldn't mind Caroline Manzo making an appearance. I don't think she will. I think she's the one that would say no, probably because of the lawsuit, if she's going to act like that. But it's like, even if whatever happened, even if Brandi got drunk and touched her. I mean, I have seen these girls touch each other's boobs without permission. I've seen, smack each other on the back, smack each other on the face, and they still showed that. Remember when Brandi Glanville did a pat and smacked Lisa freaking Vanderpump on the face? They still showed that. Like, that's literally, I don't want to say abuse, but it's definitely assault. It's definitely physical contact without permission, right? I just don't understand how bad could it be? that they're just not showing us the whole freaking season. I think they pay each of those women like $150,000 to go on Ultimate Girls Trip. So they paid all of that. They did the house, they did all the travel, all the girls did all their hair and their makeup and their glam and all that. And then they don't even show it. Who was even on? Like, I don't even remember anything about that. I don't even remember were they in Thailand or somewhere? Like, I can't even remember where they went. It's all like a blur. Like, it never even happened. You know what I mean? Don't start nothing won't be nothing. Says Nene was iconic back in the days. The memes of her are still all over social media, but will she be just as funny this time around? Hopefully so. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and I would love to see a reunion with her and Kim, especially now that Kim is divorced. Like, I feel like she would be a whole new person. She definitely needs a job. She needs reality TV. She needs her name out there. It was Morocco. That's right. Thank you, Bridget. It was Morocco. It's just crazy. Wait, Cecile says it won't let me remove it. My comment didn't mean to say that. I don't know what you tried to say. Anyways, my light just went. I didn't charge my light enough. Anywho, okay, let's chat 90 Day Fiance the other way. Then we're going to chat the latest Vanderpump Rules. It finally got good last night. I promise it did. And I actually like Shane the douchebag a little bit even more. And then we are going to talk about the cockiest housewife maybe ever, maybe even more than Vicky Gunvalson. Yeah, Lisa Barlow on the part 1 of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion last night. It was crazy. And I don't know what happened. I finally, thank you, Jesus. I finally made it back to the gym to body pump. My girlfriend Heather and I went and had such a good workout. But when I got home, I went to, about an hour later, I went to look at Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and it wasn't recording. Vanderpump Rules was recording, but Salt Lake City didn't. So several of y'all have DM'd me and said that yours didn't record either. I don't know what happened. Like, I always set it up, but then mine had it set up to record again at 9:30, I guess, which was the replay. So by then, Vanderpump Rules, I just ended up watching that, and then I watched part of Vanderpump Rules, Watch What Happens Live, because he had, oh gosh, who was it on? It was 2 people from there. Oh, geez. It was Shane, he's a cast member, but he doesn't even work at SUR like everyone else. It was actually really good. And, oh, God, who was on Watch What Happens Live with Shane? I don't even think I wrote it down. Anyways, okay, let's get into 90 Day Fiance the other way. It's season 7, episode 19, so it's getting towards the end. Venus. Yes, it was Shane and Venus. Thank you. The Venus with the long hair. Several people are already breaking up. They haven't even gotten married. Chloe and Johnny. Chloe is the young girl that went to Aruba to live. Now she sees that Johnny was not cheating per se, but asking for nudes from other people. I hope she just flies back to the U.S. and just forgets about him completely. Greta and Matthew, she leaves Oklahoma, sells everything. I think she either was an attorney or studying to take the bar to be an attorney. She lasted 4 freaking days in England with him and his family, and then is like, look, I'm out. I'm done. Like, she even goes to get her suitcases. It's only been like a couple of days or so. And I don't even know if they hugged. It was so awkward. I don't remember how long they were together, but it wasn't like 4 months. I mean, freaking, what's the lady in Fort Worth, Texas, that is now married? Oh gosh, what's his name? They have 2 kids now. Anyway, she had 2 kids by another baby daddy. They're still together. They only met and married after 4 months. It's crazy to me. But Greta leaves him, wishes the best for Matthew. But I think after Matthew's dad came home and told him, look, son, it's just not going to happen. I think reality set in. Everyone tries to, so I cannot decide if I like Manon and Anthony or not together, right? It seems like they were leaving LA because they were stressed over money. She was working a whole lot. I guess she had these businesses and plus size models and maybe content creator stuff for plus size models and influencers, which I love. I'm all about that. Build your dreams over here from France, right? But Anthony was a full-time stay-at-home dad. So they decide they want to move to France, kind of make a better life, focus on their marriage and their family, which seemed to go to shit really quickly because they were stressed out living with her mom and dad. They finally buy a house, but it's like in the countryside. Someone had sent me, a chumpet had sent me this video clip before I had actually watched the episode from Monday. I watched it yesterday. And I guess everyone was being really mean about Benone. Okay. So she is a plus size model and influencer and very proud of that, has lots of confidence. And that's really not her storyline. The storyline is her and her marriage to Anthony, and trying to get their crap together, right? And like focus, like the whole work-life balance of it all. She goes into town with her son in a stroller, and there's like tiny streets. I mean, cars are coming, what have you. She ends up having a panic attack basically because it hits her. Oh my God, we're in this small town. All there is a chocolate shop. There's no bakery. There's no pharmacy. There's no restaurants. I don't have another car. Like I'm all alone. I'm feeling very isolated and whatever. She wasn't out of breath. I guess people were being rude to her about her weight for not being able to walk up this hill. It wasn't that. She made it very clear that she was about to have a panic attack. Like, I'm even surprised that production didn't write something on the screen like, oh, we had to turn the cameras off and get medical equipment. They didn't say anything about that. I think she even told her husband later she got it together. She was like breathing deeply and getting everything under control, but that she was about to have an anxiety attack. I mean, does she, you know, weigh more than the typical person that, society claims they want to see on our TV screens? The housewives size 0, size 2. Yeah. Is she okay with that? Yeah. Does she get along just fine? Yeah. I don't know what her health conditions are. I don't know what the health conditions are of these housewives. Like they could have some serious crap going on just because they're a size 0 or a size 2, or because they're a 0 or a size 2, they could have health issues. So I think she has come back on her social media and been like, look, the way y'all are coming at me is so cruel. Like, get off my dick. Leave me alone. It seems like her and Anthony are doing really well right now. I don't know if they're still in that house or not, or if they've moved to whatever. But, I just want them to be happy. But I also don't want people dogging her for her weight and being out of shape when she was actually having an anxiety attack. Like, that's very different. She made that very clear. Oh, goodness. Yes. Lisa in Kentucky. We will chat the Vanderpump and the penis pump. I'd never heard of a penis pump. I've heard of a ring, penis ring. Is that what it's called? That helps you get going down there, but I'd never heard of a penis pump. Lisa says Vanderpump cast is so gross to me. They all think they're so pretty, and some even need penis pumps. I mean, Cecile says Greta is strange. I think a lot of 90 Day Fiance people are strange. Like, I think that's why. Okay, not why. I think that's a characteristic of somebody. Not always. So zip your mouth. Don't message me. It can be a characteristic of somebody that's had trouble meeting someone in their country, and they literally go to these apps to meet someone from another country. Like they're like, literally, Americans don't get me. I'm going to Brazil. I'm going to Colombia. I'm going somewhere else. You know what I mean? Yeah. Penis pumps are for diabetics, Cecile says. No. I mean, not only. I mean, Shane talks about using one because it's an injury. He has erectile dysfunction from being shot a couple of years ago or a long time ago, and he uses medicine. He doesn't use a penis pump because he said it hurts. Anyways, I'm sure a lot of people probably need a penis pump for something, right? Anyway, we'll chat about it in a minute. Let's get through 90 Day Fiance real quick. Okay, I am shocked. I did a poll. Jenny and Submit have been on 90 Day Fiance forever. There's like a 30-year difference between their age, but they've stayed together all this time, even though he was lying and he was actually married when they met, right? And when they got together, he's since divorced. So it is, she is now, they're living at their parents' house, which is very common in India. The parents want them to live there. I think it's to kind of combine their income. I think they do it to help out the mom and dad as they get older. The problem is Jenny is probably in worse shape than the mom and dad who do yoga all the time, right? But Jenny is donezo. She's like, I don't want your mom telling me what to do. I am set in my ways. I haven't lived at home since I was 18 years old. We are going to get our own apartment, even though we can't afford our own apartment. We're going to get our own apartment again. And she's just so unhappy. I don't know how they've lived there this long. Like, I there's so many questions that I have. First of all, I think she has 2 or 3 daughters that live in the US. I think she has grandchildren. I don't even know if she has money to fly back and forth. I don't know why she's been retired all these years. If you didn't have enough money to retire, then why are you retired? Like, I get that you can't live in India, but I don't think he could come over. Did Submit ever get was their plan ever to live in the US, or did he just never get approval to live in the US? Like, some people just don't get approval for whatever reason, like they've got a criminal history, or I don't know. I think there's a lot of ways they cannot. Yeah, Anne Marie says, I haven't watched in ages, but last I saw, Summit's parents hated Jenny. Well, I also think Summit's mom and dad have grown to really love the cameras of TLC. Okay. I don't know why, because it just amplifies all their problem and shows all of their business, right? And I would think that would be more humiliating than the fact that she's 30 years older than their son, because that was their main issue, was that she was so much older than them. The whole town, the family, friends, everyone was going to talk about them. They weren't going to be able to have kids together. So Summit's never going to have kids. It's crazy. Like, I don't know how they've stayed together. But I do this poll and I'm like, are you team Jenny or team Summit's parents, or you just think they should split up? Most people are team Jenny. I guess y'all agree. I feel like she knew what she was getting into. She knew there was a cultural difference. She knew Sumit doesn't have money. She knew that she doesn't have money. How were they going to live in their own expensive apartment when they don't have 2 nickels to rub together? They didn't even think this business cafe through. Like, they didn't even have running water there. Like, it's so gross. Louise says, I couldn't live with the parents. I mean, I couldn't either. But then go out and hustle, sell feet pictures, whatever you got to do, Jenny. Like, get some money together so you can afford it. I just thought she was very rude, very disrespectful to his mom. Even when she was sick, she's basically telling him, look, I can't do this. And I'm like, she has diarrhea. Like, let her recover, like, seriously. Yeah. Louise says, get a job. Jenny and Sumit need to work. Yeah, I would think. Well, I don't know if she gets Social Security. She's actually too young for Social Security. I think you have to be 67. I think she's not that old. I think she's maybe, I don't know how old she is now. She's been on this dang show so long, though. Jenny's from Orange County. I thought she was from like San Diego or somewhere. Patty says Jenny needs to take her husband and move back to Orange County, where Jenny is from. Oh, they're pushing cameo. Who wants a cameo from Jenny or Sumit? Oh, good Lord. I'll do a cameo for you for $15. I'm on Cameo, but oh, good Lord. Who wants one from them? Oh, she's from Palm Springs? Oh, okay. Oh, Cecile says, I started collecting Social Security at 62. I think you can collect. You just don't get all your money. So maybe some people, unless they know they have health issues, they wait till 67 so they get all of it. I don't even know what I'll get since I didn't work very much in my. Anyways, I mean, I work hard on this podcast and social media. Just barely makes me any money. Yeah, Louise says Sumit will never leave his family ever. And he shouldn't. I don't think a lot of these people should leave their families. The way they all decide, like, oh, I love my family, but I'm moving to another country. I'm like, Cecile says that Jenny cashed in some stuff to move, maybe her 401k, but she shouldn't have. She didn't have enough. It's crazy. They've still got a couple. I don't even know how many episodes they're doing, but all I know is I love a good tell-all from TLC. Okay, Vanderpump Rules, season 12, episode 6. I can't not watch. This Angelica, who I thought was so pretty. I still think she's very pretty. I can't decide if that guy, Jason, really hurt her back or not. Like, tell him the first time he throws you to the mat, like, maybe we shouldn't be doing this. But then they show, and, Vanderpump showed it, the clip from last or the night before where she's totally dancing with Shane and being like, "No, my back actually feels really good right now." Maybe it's coming and going. Maybe it's a pinched nerve. Maybe it's a sciatica. Whatever can go wrong with your back. I totally get that people can have on and off pain, right? Um, but if you were in that much pain and you're going to complain and go get an MRI and badmouth him and all these things, then at least don't go out dancing that night. At least sit down and be like, "Oh, I need some ice for my back," or I was, take some time off of work or whatever. I thought she was um I thought she was more of a girl's girl than she seems to be. I did not like, and we'll talk about your thoughts if you watched it. If not, I'll tell you what happened. What she said about Jason, that Audrey actually told her, thinking it was funny, which I thought it was funny when she told her that, but when she brought it up to Lisa Vanderpump and then brought it up over and over in front of everybody in a really gross way, I thought it turned. It was very different. She did not understand that. Um, so Angelica and Audrey, who is a host they're both hosts. No, is Audrey? Yes, they're both hostesses at SUR. They're like getting together, and Audrey likes Jason's roommate, Chris. Okay. So she is at their apartment. They share an apartment, Jason and Chris, they're cousins. And she actually gently goes to Jason's shower and takes a shower and sees a penis pump in there. They both do OnlyFans, so she just thought it was for whatever you use a penis pump for. Well, she assumed that was her man, Chris's shower, and it was actually his cousin's. So she tells Angelica, who was sort of crushing on Jason, and she ends up telling Lisa Vanderpump. She ends up mentioning it. She ends up joking about it, but saying it in a very rude way. Like, clearly they don't have a friendship anymore. Like, Angelica is like, has the ick, she says, from Jason. She's just being really rude about them, like, not working out, right? Even though she was like into him also. But so Audrey tries, we can work together and I'll be nice to you, but we're not going to be more. I felt like you broke my what do you call it? Trust by using something that I told you. And then you kind of went and told Lisa Vanderpump. Then you went and said it in front of everybody. And then you were being all rude about it. It was just gross. It was really gross. I don't watch 90 Day Diaries. I just can't. There's something about it that the fact that they're making them film themselves, it just seems too cheap for me. Like, I just can't. But I am going to watch that Amish show for sure. The ones, so years ago, I watched the show where the Amish take this year to like go live in the English world, which means the real world, the English, they call it. We're the English. And a lot of them become alcoholics. They drink, they do all sorts of stuff that they're not allowed to do. Then after that year, they have to make the decision to either go back and live the Amish lifestyle or stay living an English lifestyle, right? So I've watched that show on TLC. This one is now 5 or 6, maybe 7 Americans, English, if you will, that have always lived the English American life, and they want a simpler life. So they choose to go and live the Amish life. So I think it's called Becoming Amish, and it just started on TLC. So I definitely have that recorded. I'm definitely going to be watching that one for sure. Ooh, wait, what? Cecile says, I'll have to send you something about Elizabeth and Andre. Oh, Elizabeth's sister. Ooh. Yeah. It is kinda like 90 Day the other way. It's like they go and become that kind of, lifestyle, which is totally different. It will be interesting if they end up staying in that lifestyle, like staying Amish. That would be very, I mean, like, they don't have TV, they don't have electricity, they don't have phones, like, I don't think they wear makeup, which is not a big deal, but, like, they poop in a ground. Wait, what? Cecile says okay, this is 90 Day Fiancé stuff. Elizabeth's sister Jen is dating Josh that used to date Natalie. Oh, Josh is such a douchebag. Ew. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I haven't watched any of the reunion. Oh, was it a reunion for Diaries? I don't know. Like I said, I'm not watching that one. Anyways, I just thought it was gross. I'm team Audrey on this one. Audrey is seeming more like a really cool, more low maintenance girl like Stassi was. Like she really reminds me of Stassi. And this girl Audrey reminds me of what's the actress that's huge right now? Big boobs, real cute. Um, what is her name? She's like huge. She does the jeans the jeans ad. Oh my gosh. Sydney Sweeney? Is that her name? Sydney Sweeney? Yeah. Oh, Josh proposed to her. Wow. Which one is Jen? Elizabeth's sister Jen. I can't remember which one she is. Was she married and got a divorce? Sydney Sweeney, yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways. Okay, so Shane was on Watch What Happens Live last night. Fresh haircut. I'm not sure. I think I kind of like the longer look. He really last night on Vanderpump Rules. So I knew that he was sober. He orders mocktails when he goes out, but he hadn't really said much about it. He had talked about being shot multiple times. I assumed that was something related to him ordering mocktails, but he never really dove into it and said anything. So last night on the show, he really gets open and honest with his really good friend Marcus. And he's been sober from alcohol. He's like 30. Oh, Andy Cohen asked him last night, is he 30 or 31, 32? I think he's like 32, he said last night. He's been sober from alcohol and a few other things for like 10 years. So since he was 22, he's been 2.5 years sober, now 3 years sober because he said it on Watch What Happens Live from like all these hard drugs, even fentanyl. I don't even know what all he was mentioning, but basically he said he started drinking at like 5 years old. 5. Like kindergarten, y'all. His mom, his dad, I think his sister, all of them have issues. Like it sounds like he really grew up rough, right? His dad and his sister are on the episode last night. He says when he picked his dad up from the airport, he was drunk, but you know, he's okay with that. It's really getting good. I mean, I feel like there's some depth there, you know, like at least we now know, or it makes more sense to me why Shane is on the show. Cause at first I was like, why is Shane on the show? Why is he modeling for Tom Tom merch? Why is he so much on the show when he doesn't even work at Sir? Like he's trying to be an actor, he's trying to be a director, he's in this short film. Like, but it was very, and even on, I think on Andy Cohen Live this morning, I think that Andy talked about how he really opened up and it was just good. It was really good. I think talking about that stuff is so good. Some of these people might have a background like that and just never feel like talking about it. So I think it's all good to talk about. Cecile says, all the girls look alike to me. I'm too old for that. Is that Vanderpump Rules? Oh, they definitely don't look alike on this one. I mean, if anything, Lisa and Meredith, I couldn't tell those two apart for forever. Kim and Marcus are this couple on Vanderpump Rules. They both work at SUR. They've been dating like 10 months on the show. They break up every Tuesday. I mean, not every Tuesday, but they argue all the time, like for no reason. They're jealous. They're immature. They're obnoxious. It's everything. Yes. I mean, and I'm not opposed to it. She knows exactly what she's doing. Even Natalie is like, I have an acting degree. Like I went to college. I was trained by such and such. Louise says, I did watch What Happens Live and I liked Shane. Congrats to him on being 3 years clean. Yeah, he's clean from everything for 3 years, but he's clean from a lot of stuff for like 10, 11 years. The way I see 8 says, you were right about Angelica. She's there to cause trouble. She knows exactly what she's doing. You know what I mean? Which means she's just fine that Audrey's pissed off about her. You know what I mean? It's awful. Okay. If you are still a Lisa Barlow fan, Then just unfollow me now. Literally, I can't. Like, you've gotta convince me what your thought process is. She is so cocky, so condescending, so snotty, thinks she's the end all be all of Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. That bitch ain't shit. Like, last night, she is, like, cussing out the wazoo going, "You don't know what I do. You don't know what my job is. You've known me. You've been to this event with this person and this event." I'm like, I don't know what you do. I thought she was an event planner, and most of it was the Sundance Film Festival. Then I thought she had this tequila company. I didn't know there was any of this, like, Lux marketing. I don't even know what that means. If I hear the word marketing again, it makes me think of Scamville over like Jen Shaw had going on. You know what I mean? Everyone was loving Lisa Barlow for a couple of seasons there. Okay, let me know in comments. A lot of you are saying you're not a Lisa Barlow fan, so that means y'all can stay. Hey, but did you like her at one point? Like, I don't think I ever liked her as much as other people did. Like, when Jeff Lewis loved her and would have her on the show when she was in New York, I was like, she is so cocky now, and she never denies anything, does she? She just deflects. So if somebody comes at her with a fact, she goes at them, "Well, I heard you did this and I heard you did that." And she doesn't even come back with facts, so she just comes back with allegations just to deflect the subject. Like, she is so bad about trying to deny all these lawsuits, but there's still all these lawsuits. Like, yeah, that's why I love you, Bridget. Bridget said, "Never could stand Lisa and never will. She is awful." I mean, the way she had that hot mic moment about Meredith, I mean, it's like Meredith's forgotten that. It's crazy. Well, they all have some good one-liners. I mean, but I'm almost thinking Angie for the win. Why why did 2 different times they did on the reunion last night, and I get it's only part 1, there's gonna be 3 parts to the reunion, um, but last night they talked about, like, "Oh, it's been 100 episodes of Salt Lake City," and they did, like, this minutes-long recap of all 6 seasons, and I'm like, "Honey, we've been watching." It almost felt like maybe there's new people watching Salt Lake City, and they just wanted to kinda give everybody a little refresh of what it's about. I'm like, I've never seen them on a reunion do, like, all of the shows. I mean, let me think. Besides the revamped New York, all of the seasons or franchises have been around long enough to have 100 episodes. None of them on the reunions have they ever done this, like, summary, like, recap. It was kinda weird. Yeah. Oh, Kimberly J says, "I can't do the Lisa Barlow drama. All she does is say how everyone else is lying, and I think she's the next one to divorce." Yeah, they've been kinda quiet about her and John lately, but they were definitely having some issues that were absolutely on the show. I was kinda surprised she even let that be on the show. I feel like she is so fake. I feel like if you gotta say you make millions, you maybe don't. Is she the one or is it Meredith? I feel like it's Meredith that rents a lot and kinda moves around a lot, but they also have a house maybe in New York, and I'm not sure if they rent or own in New York. I just think of all people, Lisa. I definitely think, who do I think has the most money? Let me think. I'm still unclear about how, Robert and Mary have money or all the stuff they own. Because if they got it from the grandma, then how'd the grandma get money? Like, from the church? Like, what is her freaking salary? Let me think. Whitney, I definitely don't think has a lot of money. I definitely don't think Heather has a lot of money. I think Angie has a lot of money. I think that's it. I don't know. Oh, but I don't know. I don't care if they have money or not. I do like an aspirational housewife, but I'm okay that Salt Lake City and Dallas, remember Dallas? Dallas also had kind of people who weren't necessarily married to a gagillionaire or had a gagillion money dollars in the bank themselves. And I wasn't opposed to that. They brought drama, they brought real stuff, they were honest. I just feel like Salt Lake City, it's only 6 seasons, so they've been around long enough to know what the Housewives is like. They know they gotta have drama. I don't believe Meredith in much, but I do think and believe what she said on the part 1 last night, that Whitney was super drunk and came up to her and was saying at BravoCon, "Look, I just wanna be friends. Maybe we can keep the drama on the show, but in real life, I wanna be friends." I absolutely believe she said something like that, but also the fact that she was saying that she was drunk as a skunk and she'll never do that again because she actually got really drunk at a Watch What Happens Live. Um, I feel like she probably did say something like that. I do think that, but I thought it looked like a wig. Cecile said Meredith had the prettiest hair. Meredith's hair looks so good. I love Whitney as a blonde. Mary's dress was awful. It looked like a terrible 80s prom dress. The gloves were awful. Meredith's hair was the prettiest I've ever seen it. I don't know if it was a wig. I don't know if she had pieces in. It was so pretty. The color was so good. It was moving around a lot. Lisa's hair always just looks like she won't let anyone even blow on it. It just looks so beyond perfect and beyond straight and beyond flat against her head. It's a little much for me. Uh Bronwyn's hair, it was either a wig or extension, something, but it looked really good. Like she looked so different with the long hair. And she seemed to have a lighter makeup on. She didn't have the big bright eyes and pink and hot pink and all that kind of stuff. I didn't love Heather's look at all. I thought her face looked very not smooth, like either her makeup was bad or her skin texture is really bad. I didn't love the hair up. I didn't love her at all, but that's okay. Brittany and Bronwyn's hair pieces were way too heavy. Yeah, Brittany, God bless her. She's only a friend of, so they bring her on about 2 or 3 commercials in. And she says, "Oh my God, Andy, I'm so excited to be here." And Andy just goes, "I know you are." I mean, she's such a fangirl, and I'm kind of here for it, you know? Oh my gosh. Mary was a mess until she was like mumbling things, like that Lisa's doctor in Miami wasn't good. I also even that part, like, they're basically accusing so Whitney was accusing Lisa saying, "Look, the fact that you didn't go on that first cash trip when we went camping, like, you weren't working. Like, you don't miss an opportunity to be on TV. You don't miss an opportunity for a cash trip. Like, you weren't working." She didn't show any proof. They show up this 2017 picture of Lisa Barlow and Ben Affleck. I'm like, What is this 2017 picture?" Even Andy Cohen goes, "Well, I mean, the picture's from a long time ago." In other words, you worked with him and you're bragging about all the celebrities that you work with, and you didn't take a picture with him that you wanted to show. Like, you're gonna show this picture from 2017 that was like almost 9 years ago. Yeah, it was I think she's having some which is interesting that she owns a med spa. She can, like, get treatments and facials and chemical peels. Mary says, "I noticed that Heather's skin and makeup weren't looking too good during the season either." It just almost looks like she has the acne scarring, and I'd never noticed that before, so I don't know why we would notice that now, you know what I mean? Oh, wait a minute. Don't Start Nothing says Meredith comes from significant wealth. She inherited her father, Gary Rosenberg, who was a very successful real estate developer. Yeah, but does she have that money? Like, I don't know. I mean, yeah. Um, oh, Mary thinks Heather's face is more noticeable because she lost weight. Oh, maybe her skin. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, Louise. Yes. Anyways. Okay. They talk over each other so much. I like Lisa is arguing with who was on Lisa's on the right side of Andy Cohen. Who's on the other side? Not Bronwyn. Who was to the right? Who was to the left of Andy? Like, I literally can't even visualize it. I know that it was Whitney and then Mary. then Meredith and Lisa. Who was against them? Who that was arguing a lot. And then it was, Angie K. Angie K and Lisa were arguing like crazy. And then Heather, and then maybe Bronwyn. And then they brought on Brittany, I feel like, right? I don't know. Yeah, Cecile's like Lisa argues with everybody. Ugh. Yeah, I feel like Angie K was right. Was Bronwyn right next to? I think you're right. I do think you're right. Bronwyn was right next to him, so it was Bronwyn and Lisa on the. But you're right. Lisa was arguing with everybody. Everybody. Nobody but Meredith was taken up for Lisa. Nobody had Lisa's back. And at one point, they accused them of tag teaming because they were saying that Whitney and Heather, the cousins, always tag team. And I'm like, no, y'all are literally whispering to each other, almost like your plan of attack. Like, did I say this already? Did I look good? Was that okay? Did that come out okay? And Meredith's like, yeah. And then they call her out on it. And Andy's even like, what are y'all whispering about when we're over here, doing the reunion? Like, y'all are sitting there whispering to each other. It was crazy. I don't know when Andy walks off. Definitely not on episode 1. Brittany did this. It was so weird. I didn't see it till I think this morning. Brittany's Instagram, or maybe it was a TikTok, I don't know, but it was like, oh, I'm not supposed to tell you if they bring out video evidence from the plane, but then she promotes it that the reunion was that night. And I'm like, they didn't. So I literally said in comments, I'm like, okay, I'll tell y'all, they didn't mention the plane at all. And trust me, if they had video of the plane, they'd have been showing that already. Like, that would have gotten out for sure. Yeah, Don't Start Nothing says, I enjoy how well Bronwyn is standing up for herself against Lisa. She's so much smarter than her. I mean, everyone is standing up against Lisa. And Lisa, y'all, she's a big personality. She's a strong girl. Like, she is cocky AF. She is really hard to stand up against for sure. I loved Angie K on Wife Swap. I really did. I thought it was such a good episode. I feel like they kind of showed their marriage a little more, and I do feel like they're going to work it out. I really was worried for a season or two that Angie and her husband weren't going to work out. Like, they were just way off. But I think they were just going through a moment, with putting their daughter first, and I get that. Oh yeah, Don't Start Nothing says Lisa Barlow will be the one walking off and calling John crying. But we know that Andy Cohen does because they show it. Well, did they show it or they just talk about it? I can't remember now, but he definitely admitted it. I heard it on somewhere. Anyways, but Heather now flipping about the Captain Jason thing. She was totally on that episode of Watch What Happens Live. She was practically saying they absolutely messed around. She was like, oh, he said that we didn't. Oh, well, I guess that's what they call it these days. He's like, ladies, be aware. Captain Jason says that this is really not this. And then on last night, she was like, if I ever messed around with Captain Jason, I would be screaming it from the rooftops. I'd be wearing a captain outfit. I would be wearing his sailor hat. And I'm like, you did you or did you not? But also, I'm not forgetting, Heather, did you or did you not get hit in the eye, like by Jen Shaw? Like, did she punch you? Did she not? Like, I remember the lies. I remember the very vague tellings of very different stories. And I think that's kind of what you're doing with Captain Jason. So I think it's just like you saying, like, I'm a single mom. I've never had one day away from my kids. I'm like, really? Like, your husband never had your 3 girls in the entire divorce. You've never had your kids been away from your kids on a Salt Lake City cash trip. You've never flown to BravoCon without your kid. Like, this is just things that we know. But to say, like, oh, woe is me, I'm a single mom. True. K Kitty says Heather Gay is a big liar and she tries to be a secret producer. Yep. Don't disagree with that. So what is Meredith's job? I mean, not Meredith, Lisa's job, Lux Marketing. Like she said something and I don't even know what she said. But I did repost a picture of the video that I made a week or 2 ago because she posted on TikTok and there's hardly anyone at her tequila bar. Because on last night's show, she's like, "I open tequila bars." And I'm like, "You might open them, but you're gonna close them because nobody's there." And somebody that was either at Park City or lives there recently messaged me and said that tequila bar is not even open right now. And I think Park City is really hurting this season because they're not having snow. But there's still people that go there. There's still people that live there. Like just because a town doesn't have snow, even if it's a tourist type town, bars and restaurants still open because people still live there. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's one of those that she opens quote for the show. Like, I don't really know what she does. K Kitty's, but she called it something. It was some weird word. But even when who was it? Was it Bronwyn or Angie K that said, "Oh, you're not even friends with Nikki and Bella right now. Those are the sisters from, or what are their names? Is it Nikki Bella or Nikki and Bella? What are the girls from what WWE, the wrestler girls that are sisters?" And she had done some event with them, and she's like, "You're not even friends with them, right?" She wouldn't even admit it. I mean, Lisa is so freaking cocky. She was like crazy. Such a good word. Cecile says Lisa is a facade. Like, wow, like a mirage. I think she's going to fade away into the distance. The fact that she takes all this crap and just, is still so confident. Yeah, the Bella sisters. Is that what their names? Yeah, Nikki Bella and something else. Can't think. Oh, Nikki and Bree. Okay, Nikki and Bree Bella. Anyways, okay. It was exhausting. I can't even imagine what parts 2 and 3 are gonna be like. I mean, they're gonna just exhaust the plane thing, and we have no video. We don't have Meredith and Lisa agreeing. Like, they all have different ideas of what happened on the plane. All I know is last night, Whitney said something to the effect of, I stand beside you, what's going on with you, Meredith, which to me means she's saying, I stand beside you being an alcoholic and a pill popper. Don't Start Nothing says, I liked how Heather answered that, whether it happened or not. And Brittany only realizing, watching back, how flirty she was on board. I found her flirting so difficult to watch. I was embarrassed for her. The fact that she thought that Heather was flirting more than her, I'm like, first of all, Heather's a single woman. You are on and off with your dude every 36 hours. Like, you're not single. Like, you literally brought a stuffed animal on the boat with you that had his voice saying, like, "Good night, I love you, Brittany." I'm like, and then you're like practically trying to get in bed with Captain Jason and the other people. Like, it was gross. Blech. Oh my goodness. Well, that's all I've got. We can scan the internet and see if there's anything going on, but there's really nothing been going on. Bravo's been quiet. Goodness, gotta love me some. I do love me some Bethany Frankel.
Is $2,100 insane for sunglasses, or did I take a big nap and miss the chapter? Let me know.
Oh my God. Sort of love her. She just posted that 22 minutes ago. Okay, Bravo and Cocktails, as y'all know, is my news source, them and TMZ. So let me see if they've said anything. No, there's nothing going on.
I didn't see it at all. I just saw
Whoa.
$2,100 men's buffalo horns.
I don't even know what buffalo is. $2,100 sunglasses. Like, I can't even imagine. That's insane. Insane. Okay. How's Bethany's face? Looks fine. Like, it looks great. Looks great. Anyways, if anyone ever wants to come on with a question or a comment, you can put this in your, the link is different every day, but see what I just put in the comments, the streamyard.com, that link, if you copy and paste and putting that into your, what's it called? Your Google, your what's it called? Your free Safari, whatever that thing's called. Then you can come on with a question or comment. Ooh, Christina's watching the Olympic trials. Ooh. I've seen some gymnastics stuff. Wait, is the winter okay, don't shoot me. Is the Winter Olympics starting soon or like Summer Olympics? Your browser. Thank you so much, Christina. Words are hard. Words are hard. Oh my gosh, I had some delicious. I went to volunteer at the food bank today, and for the most part, people try to bring lunch for everybody every once in a while. And then we sit in the break room and eat lunch after we're done volunteering. We gave out 50 baskets of food today, like full grocery carts every single time to whatever families come, whether they're a family of one or, 2 adults, 5 kids. We give all sorts of stuff, bread, meat, dairy, frozen food, canned food, rice, cookies, diapers, dog food, cat food, deodorant. Anyways, it's so good. But anyways, I had someone made Italian meatballs today. Oh, they're so good. Meatball subs. They made meatball subs. I just didn't have the bread. I had meatballs with the sauce on it. Anyway, so I'm making chili cheese dogs for dinner tonight. Joyful Mariah says, I don't understand why Bravo as a network doesn't know by now how frustrating it is as a viewer when they speak about things that aren't filmed. If there's no footage, why must it be discussed? Exactly. And why didn't somebody get their camera out? Like, do you know how many people have pulled out their iPhones and recorded? But the fact that they're on that girls trip in Greece and it's 1:32 in the morning, which is fine. Somebody should have still been there, or there should have been, a producer on call. And Meredith texts Angie and says, hey, are you up? Come talk to me. And she doesn't let production know. And then she says Meredith was going buck wild and being crazy, and that we have no video proof of it. And of course, Meredith is denying everything like she does. No, I've only been volunteering since this summer. So what's that, about 6 or 7 months? It's always been the same. Don't Start Nothing says, have you noticed an increase in people needing assistance at the food bank? We do about 50 carts, which means 50 families a day. And it's always been about 50. So the only time I noticed it where we had hardly anyone coming in was Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. Those Wednesdays I still worked because we were staying in town, still volunteered. I mean, I don't work. It's work, trust me. I mean, I'm like, today I was unloading a truck. So I was physical up in the back of somebody's truck, unloading, got a ton of candy canes today, and fruit and vegetables and produce. And anyways, and then I was I was weighing the carts. We have to weigh the carts and chart that before we hand it out to the client. And I was getting bread. I was putting the bread away. I organized the bread. I say bread, I mean, it's cookies, it's donuts, it's bakery items, it's stuffing, it's muffin, it's so much. Anyways, but the people there are so nice too. It was good exercise. It is a workout. It can be because you're bending over and picking up a lot of boxes of food, and it can be heavy. Anyways, it's nice, but everyone is so nice. They really are. Yeah, well, but Brittany, Cecile says, remember when Brittany tried to film? Yeah, but she kind of did it the wrong way, right? There was already cameras going. Like, she didn't need to get out her little phone. Cameras were already going. The cameras caught her filming on her phone. Basically, that tells me that she wanted to send that to some, content creators, some blogs, if you will. Right? Anywho. Well, thank you so much for joining live. I will try to figure out what I did wrong to make sure I'm promoting the right link and that it goes up. Thank you so much for joining. If you make sure you hit the thumbs up, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you comment along, even if you just say, hey, have a good day from Idaho or whatever, it would really help because all of that involvement helps get other reality TV and celebrity fans to join us. So thank you. Time flies when you're having fun. Thank you for another great live, Sarah. Lots of love to you and all your subscribers. Yes. And if you're listening as a podcast, make sure you scroll down and find the 5-star rating and review and do that for me. Okay. Bye, y'all. See you Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern.